In this video, we are going to see different types of AC circuit. Heading is different types of AC circuit. Different types of AC circuit. Under this heading, we are going to study 4 different types of AC circuit. First one is AC circuit with pure resistor. Second is AC circuit with pure inductor. Third is AC circuit with capacitor. And fourth is series LCR circuit. L means inductor, C means capacitor, R means resistor. A circuit in which all these 3 components are connected in series is called series LCR circuit. These 4 circuits we are going to see here. In each circuit, we will do comparative study of applied alternating EMF and the alternating current that we get in that circuit. Comparative study of EMF and current. This comparative study we will do using graph as well as using phasor diagram. First circuit I am going to explain here. First circuit is AC circuit with pure resistor. AC circuit with pure resistor or with simply resistor. That is AC voltage applied to resistor. See how the EMF and current varies in this circuit. Consider an AC circuit in which source of alternating EMF is connected across resistor of resistance R. This symbol is for source of alternating EMF. When in circuit we see this symbol, say that the circuit is AC circuit. The EMF that we are going to apply in this circuit is the alternating EMF. And therefore the current that we get due to this EMF is also alternating current. Alternating current has no specific direction. Therefore, don't show here direction of current in this circuit. This is AC circuit. Now, from this source of alternating EMF, the EMF that we get at time t, it is given by the EMF that we get at time t, it is given by equal to E0 sine omega t. This is the instantaneous value of EMF that we get from this source. E is equal to E0 sine omega t. where this E0 is called peak value of EMF. Where E0 is what? Peak value means maximum value of EMF. E0 is peak value or maximum value of EMF. In this circuit, there is a resistor. It has resistance R. You know what is the function of resistance? To oppose the flow of current passing through the circuit. By Ohm's law, the current that we get in circuit, by Ohm's law, the current that we get in this circuit, and it is nothing but applied EMF upon resistance. This is by Ohm's law. If we use the value of EMF at time t, this is instantaneous EMF. Use this value here. We get instantaneous current, means current at time t. The current at time t will come E0 sin omega t upon R. E0 sin omega t upon R. E0 is a peak value of EMF, which is fixed. R, it is the resistance of that resistor. Means it is also fixed. E0 upon R, you get one constant, denoted by I0. The equation for current becomes I equal to I0 sine of omega t. This is the equation for current that we get in this resistor circuit. I equal to I0 sine of omega t. As the maximum value of sine function is 1, from this equation we say that the maximum current flowing in the circuit is equal to I0, which is nothing but E0 upon R. This I0 is maximum value of current, which we have written for E0 upon R. This is maximum value of current. From these two equations, this is the equation for instantaneous EMF that we get from the source. And this is the equation for instantaneous current in this circuit. See the phases of these two quantities. Phase of EMF is omega t. Phase of current is also omega t. The phase for EMF and phase for current is same here. We say that in pure resistor circuit, EMF and current both are in phase. In pure resistor circuit, applied alternating EMF and the current that we get, which is alternating current, both are in same phase. Both are in same phase. What is the meaning of this? I will explain graphically. Suppose the variation of applied EMF is shown by this graph. The EMF is varying between two values, plus E0 minus E0 periodical. This is the variation in EMF. Current is also in phase. Current is also in same phase. Means here in this circuit we will find that when EMF is 0, the current that we get in the circuit is also 0. The current that we get in the circuit is also 0. When EMF attains its maximum value, the current in the circuit also attained its maximum value. This graph is for current. When EMF becomes 0, the current in the circuit becomes 0. When EMF takes negative value, then current also takes negative value. And when EMF becomes maximum value in negative direction, when EMF show maximum value in negative direction, current also show maximum value in negative direction. And again when EMF becomes 0, current becomes 0. This type of variation you will observe for current. This graph is for current. This graph is for EMF. Both are in same phase. The variation of current is in between two values plus I0 and minus I0. The variation of current is in between these two values plus I0 minus I0. From this graph we can say that the EMF and current are in phase. Now, how will be the phasor diagram for this resistor circuit? You know what is meant by phasor diagram. When we represent these two alternating quantities on coordinate system with the help of rotating figure, then the diagram is called phasor diagram. So, these two alternating quantities, alternating EMF, alternating current, on coordinate axis with the help of rotating vector. See, the phasor diagram for resistor circuit will come like this. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. First draw phasor for EMF means a vector whose magnitude is equal to E0. This is phasor for vector. This is phasor for EMF whose magnitude is equal to E0. And show the phase omega t by rotating that vector in anti-clockwise direction. This is phasor for EMF. The projection drawn from this end point of vector on this vertical axis, it gives us the instantaneous value of EMF, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to E0 sine of omega t. This one. It is E0 sine of omega t. It is the instantaneous value of EMF. The projection drawn from end points of the vector on vertical axis gives us instantaneous value. Now draw phasor for current. As current is in phase with EMF, the phasor for current will come along same direction, along same line, whose magnitude is equal to how much? I0. This is phasor for current. This magnitude is equal to I0. Phase is same, omega t. Means take angle from positive x direction, how much? Omega t. Since both are in phase, direction of both alternating quantity, EMF and current will be same. The projection from this end point of phasor of current on this vertical axis will give you instantaneous value of current, which is I0 sine of omega t. This is the instantaneous value of current. And this is the instantaneous value of EMF. This is phasor diagram for this pure resistor circuit. This is phasor diagram for pure resistor circuit. This is our first circuit, pure resistor circuit, AC circuit with pure resistor. Only we have taken resistor in this circuit. Now, second circuit is AC circuit with pure inductor. Second circuit is AC circuit with pure inductor. Second, AC circuit with pure inductor. Inductor means coil which has self-inductance. Pure inductor means such a coil which show only inductance, its resistance is zero. That is called pure inductor. Means here we are considering one coil whose resistance is zero. It has only self-inductor. Connect such a coil across the source of alternating EMF. Suppose this is pure inductor of self-inductance L connected across the source of alternating EMF. This circuit is AC circuit with pure inductor. We are assume here resistance of the coil how much? Zero. R is zero. R is zero. Now see how EMF, applied EMF and the current that we get from that EMF varies in this circuit. From the source of alternating EMF, the EMF that we get at time t, it is equal to E0 sine of omega t. This is applied EMF. Instantaneous value of EMF that we get from that source, E0 sine of omega t. Due to this EMF, current is produced. Due to this EMF, current is produced in this circuit. As EMF changes with respect to time, current also changes with respect to time. The current is alternating current. Whenever alternating current passes through the inductor, when current passing through the inductor changes with time, we have studied that in that inductor, EMF is induced. In that inductor, EMF is induced. This induced EMF by phenomenon of self-induction. By phenomenon of self-induction, we can write it as equal to minus L times dr by dt. Suppose I represent current in this circuit that we get due to this EMF. Current is time varying. Therefore, in that inductor, EMF will get induced. This induced EMF denoted by E dash. It is minus L times di by dt using the phenomenon of self-induction. This is equation 2. We have written induced EMF in that inductor. Now, by KVL means by Kirchhoff's voltage law. Apply Kirchhoff's voltage law in this circuit, we get summation is equal to summation I into R. This is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Summation is right. Applied EMF plus induced EMF equal to, on this side take 0 because resistance in the circuit is 0. Therefore, sum of product of current and resistance comes equal to 0. You'll get here E plus it has 0. Means this applied EMF, it comes minus of E dash. Applied EMF, it comes minus of E dash. Applied EMF and induced EMF, they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. E is equal to minus E dash. From equation 2, we can write this E L times dr by dt. This is from 2. We can write E L times dr by dt. From this right dr, it will come E by L times d. dr, it comes E by L times dt. To get total current in that circuit, take integration of both sides. Integration of dr equal to E by integration of E by dt. Taking integration of both sides. L is constant, but E is not constant. It depends on time. Use here instantaneous value of EMF. You get integration dr equal to integration of E0 sine of omega t upon L dt. Now take integration. Integration of dr comes I. E0 upon L out of integration. Integration of sine of omega t, it comes minus cos of omega t upon omega plus integration constant c. Here, this integration constant c comes equal to 0. Why it comes equal to 0? This C is present in the equation of current. Means it has a dimension of current. But current depends on time. It is not constant. Current is the time varying quantity. This is constant. Current is not independent. It depends on time. Therefore, this constant you have to take here 0. Here C comes equal to 0. Therefore, equation for current in this circuit, it comes equal to how much? Minus of E0 upon omega L cos of omega t. For this minus cos omega t, for this minus cos omega t, we can write here sine of omega t minus pi by 2. Solve this sine omega t minus pi by 2 using sine A minus B formula. You will get minus cos of omega t. Sine omega t into cos pi by 2 minus cos omega t into sine pi by 2 means minus cos omega t. Expressing this equation in terms of sine function. This is equation 3, suppose. The maximum value of sine function, you know, it is 1. Therefore, we get from this equation maximum current in the circuit how much? Maximum current in the circuit how much? E upon omega L. Sorry, E0 upon omega L. Maximum current in the circuit comes equal to E0 upon omega L. This is the equation for current. This is the equation for applied EMF. Phase of applied EMF is omega t. See the phase of current, it is omega t minus pi by 2. From these two equations, we can say that in this inductor circuit, current always lags behind the EMF. There is a minus pi by 2. Therefore, current always lags behind the EMF by pi by 2 radian. EMF is always ahead than the current by pi by 2 radian. इंडक्टर सर्किटमध्ये नेहमी लक्षात ठेवा, करंट हा EMF पेक्षा पाय बाय 2 रेडियननं मागे असतो. त्याच्या फेजमध्ये मायनस पाय बाय 2 आहे. त्याची फेज पाय बाय 2 रेडियननं मागे असते. याला ग्राफिकली कसं एक्सप्लेन करता येईल? Suppose this is the graph of alternating EMF. This is the graph of alternating EMF, which is varying in between plus E0 minus E0 periodically. This value is plus E0 and this value is minus E0. Current is varying here periodically in between minus I0 and plus I0. Suppose here is minus I0 and here is plus I0. Current lags behind by pi by 2 radian than the EMF. याचा अर्थ असा, जर EMF ची स्टार्टिंग 0 पासून होत असेल तर करंटची स्टार्टिंग निगेटिव्ह डायरेक्शनच्या मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू पासून होईल. ज्या इन्स्टंटला EMF 0 असते त्या इन्स्टंटला करंट निगेटिव्ह डायरेक्शनला मॅक्झिमम असते. जेव्हा EMF मॅक्झिमम होते तेव्हा हा करंट 0 होतो. जेव्हा EMF 0 होते तेव्हा हा करंट पॉझिटिव्ह डायरेक्शनची मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवतो. जेव्हा EMF निगेटिव्हची मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवेल तेव्हा हा करंट 0 होईल. जेव्हा EMF 0 होते तेव्हा हे करंट जे आहे ते निगेटिव्ह डायरेक्शनची मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवतो. निगेटिव्ह डायरेक्शनची मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवतो. हे असं व्हेरिएशन पाहायला भेटेल तुम्हाला करंटचं या सर्किटमध्ये. म्हणून आपण इथं म्हणतो की इंडक्टर सर्किटमध्ये करंट नेहमी मागे असते EMF पेक्षा. किती रेडियननं? तर पाय बाय 2 रेडियन. जे तुम्हाला ग्राफिकली असं एक्सप्लेन करता येते. फेजर डायग्राम will come like this. This is y-axis. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Draw two phasors, one for EMF, second for current. The phase for EMF is omega t. Means we have to take angle equal to omega t in anti-clockwise direction and magnitude equal to E0. This vector represents EMF. This is the phase of EMF, which is equal to omega t. Which is equal to omega t. Now current lags behind here by phase pi by 2. Means you have to draw here phasor for current in this quadrant. Angle between this EMF and current is how much? It is equal to pi by 2. Angle between EMF and current is pi by 2. It lags behind. तो मागे आहे. मागे असल्यामुळे तुम्हाला याला फोर्थ क्वाड्रंटमध्ये घ्यावं लागेल. आपण अँटी क्लॉकवाईज डायरेक्शननं रोटेट होऊन राहिलो आहे. पुढे असणं म्हणजे सेकंड क्वाड्रंटमध्ये, थर्ड क्वाड्रंटमध्ये घेणं आणि मागे असणं म्हणजे फोर्थ क्वाड्रंट. अँगल तुम्हाला त्या दोन फेजरमधला किती घ्यावं लागेल? pi by 2 रेडियन. दिस इज फेजर फॉर current. This projection will represent instantaneous value of current. This is instantaneous value of current, which is I0 sin of omega t minus pi by 2. I0 sin of omega t minus pi by 2. And this is instantaneous value of EMF, this distance, which is E0 sin of omega t. This is phasor diagram for this inductor circuit. Graph will come like this. See how we have calculated current here. Now, what is meant by inductive reactance? In this inductor circuit, you must know what is meant by inductive reactance. What is inductive reactance? Inductive reactance is the resistance offered by this inductor to the flow of alternating current. The resistance offered by this inductor to the flow of alternating current is called inductive reactance. This inductor, due to its working, offer resistance to the flow of alternating current, which is called inductive reactance. Denoted by XL. Denoted by XL. If we compare this equation of peak current, which is equal to peak EMF upon omega L with Ohm's law. By Ohm's law, current is always EMF upon resistance. If we compare this equation R0 equal to E0 upon omega L with Ohm's law, we observe that in place of resistance, there is the quantity omega L. In place of resistor, there is the quantity omega L. It means that this quantity omega L, it plays the role of resistance in this inductive circuit. It plays the role of resistance in this inductive circuit, which is called inductive reactance. Therefore, inductive reactance comes equal to how much? Omega L. Of course, unit is Ohm. You know omega, which is angular speed, it is equal to 2 pi. Omega is 2 pi. Therefore, we get XL 2 pi FL. From this, we find that this XL varies directly with the frequency of alternating EMF. This XL means inductive reactance varies directly with the frequency of alternating EMF. Means when we take here alternating EMF of very, very high frequency, the resistance offered by the inductor to the flow of alternating current is great too. From this we can say that this inductor, it opposes AC current. It opposes AC current, a current of very high frequency. If we take F equal to 0, we get XL 0. When F equal to 0, the current is DC current. For DC current, there is no resistance offered by that inductor. Means this inductor allows DC current. This inductor opposes AC current. Inductor always allows DC current and opposes AC current. This is inductive reactance. This is phasor diagram. This is graphical representation of EMF and current. And these are the equations for EMF and current. Next, third circuit, AC circuit with capacitor. Third circuit, AC circuit with capacitor. AC circuit with capacitor. AC voltage applied across capacitor. See how is this circuit and how is the variation of EMF and current. Consider simple AC circuit in which source of alternating EMF is applied or connected across capacitor of capacity C. This is the capacitor of capacity C. Across capacitor, source of alternating EMF is connected. The instantaneous value of EMF that we get from the source, it is equal to E0 sine of omega t, equation 1. This is the instantaneous value of EMF that we get from the source. Now, across this capacitor, this EMF is present. Across this capacitor, this EMF is present. Therefore, by definition of capacity, which is always charge upon potential, we can write here C is equal to Q upon E. And V is nothing but E. This is by definition of capacity. From this we can write charge stored in the capacitor C times E. Charge stored in the capacitor C times E. Write the value of EMF at time t. We get Q C into E0 sine of omega t. This is charge that is gets stored in that capacitor when alternating current flows through it. See that charge depends on time. Charge depends on time. It is a function of time. If we differentiate this equation with respect to time, we get current in that circuit. Current I we can find using dq by dt. That is d dt of c into e0 into sine of omega t. Taking derivative c into e0 out of derivative, in derivative you will get sine of omega t. Derivative of sine of omega t comes equal to omega cos of omega t. You can write equation like this: e0 upon 1 upon omega c cos of omega t. Take this omega c upon. Write this cos in terms of sine. Write this cos in terms of sine. It is equal to omega t plus pi by 2. Sine omega t plus pi by 2 solid, you will get cos of omega t. This is equation for current. What is the equation for current? E0 upon 1 upon omega c into sine of omega t plus pi by 2. See the phase of EMF and phase of current. Here we observe that in phase of current there is a plus pi by 2. Means from this equation we can say that in this capacitor circuit, the current is always ahead than EMF by pi by 2 radian. Current is ahead here. In inductor circuit, EMF is ahead. In capacitor circuit, current is ahead than EMF by pi by 2 radian. How we can show graphically? Suppose this is the graph of alternating EMF, which is varying in between plus E0 and minus E0, plus E0 and minus E0. Then how current varies here? This is the maximum value of current. Take it I0. Maximum value of current is I0, which is E0 upon 1 upon omega c. Current varies between plus I0 and minus I0. Period. Current is ahead than EMF. It means that you have to start the graph for current from this position. From this position means जेव्हा EMF 0 असते तेव्हा करंट पॉझिटिव्ह मधले मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवत असते. जेव्हा EMF मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवल तेव्हा करंट 0 बनल. जेव्हा EMF 0 होईल तेव्हा हा करंट त्याची निगेटिव्ह मधली मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवल. जेव्हा EMF निगेटिव्ह मधली मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू दाखवल तेव्हा करंट 0 बनल. जेव्हा EMF 0 बनते तेव्हा EMF परत पॉझिटिव्ह मधली मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू शो करा. हे असं व्हेरिएशन दाखवलं. याला म्हणतात पुढे असणं. करंट हा EMFच्या पाय बाय 2 रेडियननं पुढे आहे. ग्राफिकली असं शो करता येते. फेजर डायग्राम विल कम लाईक दिस. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. This is phasor for EMF. The phase of EMF is omega t. Peak value is E0. The magnitude of that vector is how much? E0. Instantaneous value, it is E0 sine omega t. Draw projection on vertical axis to find instantaneous value. Now, how will be the phasor for current? Current is ahead than EMF by pi by 2. Means you have to draw phasor for current in this quadrant. Angle between these two is pi by 2. It is ahead than EMF by pi by 2. The magnitude of this vector is how much? R0, which is E0 upon 1 upon omega c. The instantaneous value for current is I0 sine of omega t plus pi by 2. This is that instantaneous one. This is phasor diagram. Now what is capacitive reactance? Capacitive reactance means what? Like inductive reactance, there is a capacitive reactor. This capacitor also offers resistance to the flow of alternating current due to its working. The resistance offered by the capacitor to the flow of alternating current is called capacitive reactor, denoted by Xc. Denoted by Xc. Maximum current from this equation, it comes E0 upon 1 upon omega c. Maximum current from this equation I0, it comes E0 upon 1 upon omega c. Compare this with Ohm's law. When we compare this with Ohm's law, in place of resistance we get this quantity 1 upon omega c. This quantity 1 upon omega c, it plays the role of resistance in this circuit, which is called capacitive reactance, denoted by Xc. We get Xc equal to 1 upon omega c. Or, in terms of frequency, you get Xc 1 upon 2 pi c. See that this capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to frequency. In upon there is a frequency. When F is 0, we get Xc infinite. F is 0 always for DC current. Means for DC current, this capacitor always offers infinite resistance. It means that capacitor blocks DC current. Capacitor blocks DC current. When F is high means current is alternating. We get Xc minimum. When F is high, we get Xc minimum. Means capacitor always offer minimum resistance to alternating current of high frequency. It means that capacitor allows AC current and blocks DC current. However, inductor allows DC current and blocks AC current. This is capacitive reactance, which is one type of resistance. Therefore, unit is Ohm. Next circuit, I will explain in next video.